Hi guys, another week, another meal prep. I told you this week was gonna be different, and it is. So we're doing a ginger sesame noodle bowl. You'll see, it's really good. And then for dinner, we're doing a lentil bolognese with gluten-free pasta. And then I also included a snack because I find I don't really get super it's always 3 p.m. I'm like, oh, I'm really hungry, I need food. And then that's when I need something. So yeah, for my snack I did just sliced carrots, a buffalo chickpea, a vinegary dill ranch. So yeah, stick along, you'll see, and I hope you enjoy and find some inspiration. I got a lot of inspiration from this savory vegan for this week's meals, so check her out, and I hope you enjoy. Hi guys, so we are gonna start with the lentil bolognese. So we're gonna start by cutting up the onion. So ideally you would use a whole onion, but I forgot to buy onions at the grocery store, so I'm just using my sister's and she had a half. So yeah. So for today's recipe, I'm using my handy dandy Instant Pot. If you have a slow cooker, you can use that because we're gonna use that setting, or you could just do it with a pan on the stove or a pot, whatever, and then just low heat for a while, and it'll all be fine. So I'm just gonna add my onion in here. I'm not gonna turn it on yet, just for the sake of simplicity. And now I'm gonna cut up my carrot. So I'm just gonna use 2 carrots. I've peeled them, and now I'm just gonna dice them up. So these are what the carrots look like, and then I'm gonna throw those in with the onions. Okay, so I just gave the garlic a good chop, and now I rushed, I pushed down and then cut it up a bit. Then we're gonna add it in there. Okay, I'm now just adding in some olive oil and then some salt. Oh yeah. So then I'm gonna turn, so we're gonna hit start, or no, we wanna do saute. I'm gonna do for 10 minutes on high and just start. And then once it starts sizzling, we're gonna mix her on up. So now I'm just gonna rinse 1 cup of lentils. So now I've just opened some crushed tomatoes and tomato paste that I'll add when it's done sauteing. And I thought this was vegetable broth, but it's chicken broth. So if you want no meat, use vegetable broth, but I'm gonna unfortunately use chicken broth because, well, that's what I have. So there you go. So we're just gonna do 2 cups of the whatever broth that you like. Okay, so this is what you want your stuff to look like. You can see how it's kind of translucent, and then you can even try the carrots and see if it's soft. It's to my liking, so I'm gonna add this, my broth, the lentils, and then these guys. So we got everything all mixed in here. I'm just gonna add a little bit more salt. We're gonna add some pepper. Some pepper. And then I really like balsamic vinegar. Truly, that's my favorite thing. So we're just gonna add some on top. Do just a 6-count pour. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so now we're gonna do slow cook. And I'm just gonna do 4 hours and then keep warm just in case I'm not here. Start. And there you go. Now she just gets to hang out. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna work on is our chickpea snack. So yeah. So we're gonna start by preheating the oven to 400. So this week I buy dried chickpeas. So I rehydrated them, and it's gonna give me about 2 cups, and then we're gonna dry them off. Okay, so now we're gonna add olive oil, salt, pepper, and franks. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4 of olive oil, 4 seconds of sprinkling the pepper, and then 4 seconds of sprinkling the salt. So I got this little can, it's tiny, and I'm probably gonna use about half. Ooh. But if you like it really spicy, you can add more. I'm just not a spice girl, you know? So I poured my franks in. I did a layer of tin foil and then parchment just because I don't want, let me close the lid a little bit. Like stuff to seep through and then I have to clean the pan. So I'm trying to avoid that. So anyways, I'm gonna give it a shake and then we're gonna, you know, it's not a very even distribution of the franks, but you know what? I'm sure it will taste fine. So these are gonna get thrown in. Bye. So now I'm gonna make a ranch dressing to go with the chickpeas. So I like mix it with that and then some carrots. Like that's my snack idea for this week. So I did some vegan mayo, like 4 big scoops, like a 2-second pour, like two shots, let's say, of apple cider vinegar, and then some, just like a handful of dill. Okay, it tastes really good. I was thinking like a ranch, but it's definitely not ranch. But I think it tastes great. So there we go. Ranch, dill, I don't know, like some dill dressing, fuck. Yeah, if you want it more ranchy, less vinegar, but I love vinegar, so no complaints here. Okay, so now we're moving on to the noodles. So we're gonna do 2 cloves of garlic, about that much ginger. This is reference to my hand. Bye. I'm gonna do some sesame oil. We're gonna do some rice wine vinegar. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I did too much because instead of pouring, I stopped the video. And then we're gonna do 1, 2 of lime. And last but not least, maple syrup. We'll do that much. So I just sliced up some peppers, and then now I'm gonna slice up cabbage. What is this? A green onion, and then broccoli. So I left the chickpeas in for 30 minutes, and they're spicy, but they got a bit burned. So, but the inside is fine. So I would just make sure you're shaking. I only shaked once, so I guess just shake every 10 minutes. You live and you learn. So I also just cut up some green onion. I did the whole thing. We're gonna put that in a bag. And then I just cut up some broccoli. Okay, so here are the carrots. So these are for a snack. And then these are for the noodles. And then I keep them, so what I do to keep them fresh is I soak in water, and then they don't go bad and like gross. So yeah, like that. Okay, so we're almost done here. Our last step, the noodles. So I'm gonna read the, literally, if you want spaghetti, have spaghetti. I'm doing just rice noodles because you know what? I don't do well with gluten. So I need to read this first. So for my noodles, we're gonna bring this to a boil, then take it off the heat, and then add the water. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, so I'm taste testing the chickpeas now. Fire. Like really fucking good. I'm gonna need to get a fork. But that's like this is a decadent snack. Like fuck. Like not to toot my own horn, but this is really good. Noodles are in. We're gonna set the timer for 8 minutes. I like my noodles really like al dente, so I'll let you know if I think 8 is the right amount of time. So literally there's like 2 minutes left. I did 8, but it wasn't ready yet, so 2 more minutes. So when we put this in, I set it for 4 hours, so it's been 1 hour and 20 minutes. I'll probably be done in 1 hour and 30. Once this is done, it just goes in the fridge. The proof is in the pudding. This takes like actually, I'm gonna say under 2 hours, because it probably took me like 20 minutes max chopping everything. But your weekly meal prep, well, I guess I didn't meal prep breakfast, whatever, because I make that in the morning. But yeah, under 2 hours, make food, and I have to take time to film. So it'll probably take you less time and you can do it. So these guys are getting a nice cold water rinse. Okay, so here's the bowl. You can't really, oops, but you got the noodles in there. And now we're gonna do a taste test. So my first item, I'm just gonna do the noodles. I may have to get a fork because I don't have the best chopstick skills, but they're really good. Like, oh my god, it's actually amazing. I think this was my best meal prep to date. Okay, so I'm gonna try. I'm not ready for dinner yet. I need to finish this video, so I'm just gonna take try the sauce. Yeah, what's hot? Oh yeah, very flavorful. The lentils go really well. This will be so good with pasta. Anyways. The sauce is delicious. I hope you guys enjoy and have a fabulous week. See you next week. Bye.